hear messages, to improve their lives, and to use media as a tool. We started 25 years ago with the idea that information alone wasn't the only way to sensitize people to issues.
The stories are the way that we share information and communicate with each other throughout history. That's how we've done it.
And so we started out 25 years ago using commercial soap operas on television to put messages within existing, what we call commercial storylines.
People resolve and learn the issues from our soap operas, and they can truly relate to them rather than being lectured.
Media Impact doesn't preach. We create stories that inform the way people look at their lives. We create role models that they can follow and learn from. So it's not your transparent, traditional educational format that tells you what to do and what not to do. We facilitate local groups getting access to the radio to tell stories and change people's lives. When we first started, 1985, there was almost no examples of radio for education. Very few people had consciously, thoughtfully, and strategically used radio for social good. Coming out of Mexico and Peru, Media Impact was a critical player in taking that methodology and helping it go global, introducing it to India, introducing it to the first programs in Kenya, Tanzania, and Africa.
Through our media programs, we empower women. We take the issues that they're dealing with every day, like family planning, and give them information they need, and we hopefully empower them to want to better themselves, expand their education, or go after a microloan to start a business.
Our biggest challenge is making it relevant to them and making them want to come back week after week. Because if they come back week after week, they'll help to change their behavior. It will move them to action. It will raise the awareness of organizations that are really making a difference in their community with local solutions to make a bigger impact.
Our methodology is to bring together a radio partner with a substantive content partner, usually an NGO or a community-based organization, whether it be on HIV/AIDS or whether it be on conservation and clean water. In the new work we're starting in the Caribbean, with the 9 countries of the Eastern Caribbean, we actually anticipate in most cases working with the national radio stations, because that way you can ensure the broadest reach.
We don't have such a radio culture in the United States. And so finding funders who understand the importance of radio and the impact that these programs actually have, that's tricky on the organization level.
In the communities where we work in, radio is still a very meaningful medium. It's a community radio that everyone in the community listens to, they all participate, they are family related, they are friends. So in that scenario, radio is what works best.
In Latin America, in Africa, in Asia, in the Caribbean, radio is a particularly effective format for getting to large numbers of people.
TV or newspapers are not always available for everybody, or people just don't know how to read. So radio plays a major role in these communities.
People listen to it when they're working. People listen to it at home. People listen to it as individuals. People listen to it as families.
The collective nature of radio, the fact that people listen in families, with their employees, on the job, gives you a unique slice of people who aren't listening to the news reports. They're not listening to press releases we put out on saving the world. They're not on Facebook, but they listen to the radio.
Because our programs are community-based, these communities are the ones who frame what their main issues are. Sometimes we think, okay, it's environment, but they say, no, you know what, environment was first, but now that we're working closer with youth, it's teen pregnancy.
We went into a focus group talking about recycling plastic materials, and the kids said, wait, we need to be talking sex. We know all of this, so now let's talk about our rights and these issues in the community. And seeing that the way that we can adapt what we're doing in our methodology in one meeting to address the community's needs, and having our projects so rooted in the community is really incredible.
I think what is great about our organization is that we learn and we practice what we learn. Meaning that the way we relate to our partners, the way we talk about our partners, the way we train our partners, the way we describe ourselves.
We are putting together a new program working with 60 youth who are about to invade our offices on Monday, and they're going to be doing a podcast, and then they're going to do a call-in show from their principal's office. So we're looking at new ways to adapt what we do.
What we want to do is make a difference in communities with mass media. So television is a tool, radio is a tool, the internet's a tool.
We have gone from strictly working in radio to talking about the need to use new formats.
Technology has changed so much. Like the first workshop there was barely one laptop computer. Now every workshop we go to, everyone has a laptop, everyone is connecting, everyone is twittering at the same time, using Facebook, creating networks.
The world's come a long way, but still, if we look now, there's no vehicle like radio for reaching broad numbers of people, especially the underserved in Africa, Asia, Latin America, and around the world.